This is a bombshell piece of news as far as Ontario politics goes, but as we've seen in the United States and around the world, these kinds of allegations have sort of followed this pattern where people in positions of power are forced to resign or step down because of perhaps past indiscretions.
But going forward, what happens now? Patrick Brown is history, but can the Conservatives salvage this in some way?
I think there is time, maybe just enough time. There's nothing in their constitution that would bar them from electing a new leader before the election on June 7th, so they can do it, but they have to be very careful, don't they? I mean, first they have to appoint an interim leader, which I think we're going to hear about maybe today or tomorrow, and then following that, they're going to have to decide what kind of campaign for the leadership will be allowed. It will obviously have to be truncated in some way, and then how are they going to organize the actual leadership convention to have a properly democratically elected leader by their party members. They surely do not just want to have somebody who has no chance of winning the election to somehow steal the leadership. So they have to be very careful.
They can't simply appoint somebody to lead the party through the election?
They are allowed to have an interim leader according to their constitution, but I believe within 6 months, less than 6 months after that interim appointment, they are supposed to have a leadership convention. Now, they can, of course, change their own rules if the party so decides, so anything's possible.
I mean, Patrick Brown has stepped down as leader, but he says he has not resigned as an MPP yet. Do you find that surprising?
Well, I mean, he has denied these allegations. That was fairly clear from that hasty press conference, perhaps ill-advised press conference that he had, or just was a statement, not a press conference. And so he wants to go through the proper processes, and he claims that he'll be exonerated, and we'll have to see. Now, let's remember here that the legal bar here, whether he's guilty of an actual crime, is quite different than the ethical or political bar that he's been sort of thrown under, if you will, saying that he doesn't seem to meet that standard of ethics. So even if he's exonerated in the court of law, maybe he didn't commit a crime, his reputation will be hard to rehabilitate.